in the deprived, poor communities, but also what takes place on a international scale, right? What takes place in the wider world. It is extremely concerning. And in this unfortunate gunman world that we live in, right? Not just Trinidad, not communities I'm talking about. We're talking on an international scale. You see the movement of troops here and there and all over. You see force coming to bear on others, right? You see that those who claim dominance and strength and control, it is through their military strength, right? And that has to be concerning for us. You know, there is this saying that, you know, one of the best ways to teach, you know, the younger generation, to teach a child is not by what you say, but by example. And it really blows the mind of a young person who is growing up, educating themselves about geopolitics in the world, and seeing what is taking place, where people have no regard for life, where people, individuals, and some who have come together in whatever grouping, calling themselves different things, if they want the land that you stand on, they chop your feet off. Nah, I mean, you still remain there. So, you know, they starve you, they kill you, they destroy where you live until you move or you die, until they kill you. It is amazing. And we live and we grow up in a climate where, unfortunately, that is what we see. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, because the profound lessons that my father has given me always remain with me. And, you know, he always used to say, he didn't create the alphabet and the associated elements with every letter that exists, right? We would not even know what a xylophone was, or maybe even a zebra, if it was not associated with the letters in this alphabet, you know, this English language, right? And unfortunately, in this world, we taught A for apple, B for bat, C for cat. Well, you know, it have an next alphabet with that one. C for yourself, right? That level of selfishness that has also been pushed into the minds of a people. But you go on in the alphabet, G is associated with gun. And he always used to say, you know, from the start, and even in that teaching, G could have been for God, right? And that would have directed the mind of the human being from a very young age, from the start of the growth of the tree, towards a path that is more positive. We see in the international news the gunmen moving again, right? And U.S. warships are heading to patrol international waters around Venezuela. I know we understand that around Venezuela means close to us as well, right? I know as Trinbagonians we're intelligent enough to understand that. I know we are intelligent enough to understand the history around this particular situation and the desire that exists. I know that we are intelligent enough and we remember the lessons of our elders, right? People don't throw stones at trees that don't have fruit. If it was a barren land, devoid of resources, if it was not the largest proven oil reserves in the world, sitting under the feet of Venezuelan people and in the control of their government, a government that is not a puppet government for the US and whoever else that controls the US, then no ship would ever be there. And of course, there's always some reason put forward. And they say they're stopping cartels from the drug supply. You know? That is concerning to say the least. I seen a call on the line and I wondering if we are properly connected. Can someone please just call in and just let me know if you hearing me loud and clear? Because sometimes in the station itself, I'm not sure what is going on the radio itself. But I'm seeing someone calling. 1 second.
Study the whole universe. How come this world gets so corrupt and cursed? Things have changed up, cause it's not life before. Man's life in turmoil, with disaster and war, for sure. With the nuclear this and the nuclear that, they intend to smash down the world flat, flat. And they don't care about the master's plan, cause every day man seeking to destroy man. Put a hand, cause this was never meant to be. Man supposed what a life. Cause in this comfort and strife, what a life. In these times, but these are the signs of the end of times. La 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 la. La 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 la. When mankind had behold the first sunrise, this world to him was like a paradise. But up to now, to his ways he never take heed. Now he's at war with himself because of his greed. I read, when they dropped the bomb in Hiroshima, in history it is the world's disaster. It's in record how millions of people dead. Yet every day man improving a new warhead. They dread, cause this was never meant to be. Man supposed to dwell in harmony, but because of selfish ways, man create things to shorten his days. Cause in this comfort and strife, what a life, what a life. Cause in this comfort and strife, what a life. In these times, but these are the signs of the end of times. La 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 la, la la la. Mankind of himself create dread disease, talking about gonorrhea, AIDS and herpes. Now he's searching desperately to find the cure, and up to now man still hasn't passed first floor. Well, what more? The Bible.
All right, so yeah, I have actually realized how bad it is on the radio itself, and I apologize to those who are attempting to listen on the radio. I want to direct people to Facebook, to YouTube, and also the online page as well, because I believe it should be better on those streams. But live on radio, boy, terrible, boy. We getting some feedback, some noise. So I apologize, and I think it was a problem that was going on before. So I'll try to call again and ask that the technical people look at it and try to fix that problem. But apologies, and we're dealing with an interesting topic this morning. I don't think is sabotage because we're talking about international affairs. But yeah, we're speaking about Venezuela's constant issue that they have, this big continual accusation from the United States of drugs and a cartel and drug smuggling via Venezuela to America. I mean, it's easy to solve problems of drug use in your country. I mean, relatively it's easy. You just deal with the consumption. Yeah.
so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Don't miss the biggest price meltdown at Furniture Plus this summer. Shop dining room sets from $15.99, bedroom combos from $20.69, plus free delivery with select living room furniture. Shop the best deals at Furniture Plus today.
I love you.
The Trinidad and Tobago Council of Evangelical Churches, together with national cultural icon Mr. William Monroe, presents the first ever national concert of choirs, Divine Harmonies, Saturday, December 6, 2025 at the Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah. Choirs will be competing for prize money to the tune of $250,000, with the winner walking away with the grand prize of $100,000. We invite all church choirs nationwide to participate in this spiritual, cultural, and musical richness that will bring upliftment to our nation and redound to the glory of God. Tickets will be available August 15 from Maranatha Bookstore and outlets of the Trinidad and Tobago Council of Evangelical Churches. For more information, call 719-9599 or 497-0361. Divine Harmonies, ushering in the glory of God. This is Apostle Anthony Golson, and I'm inviting you to be there.
The #1 bookstore in Trinidad is having the biggest back-to-school sale for the holidays.
Shop at Charon's Bookstore for the biggest back-to-school sale.
All your kindergarten, preschool,
primary, secondary school,
and tertiary education supplies at ridiculously low prices. Charon's also carries a wide range of sneakers, socks, t-shirts, vests for girls and boys,
and much more items for school. So don't miss Charon's back-to-school sale.
Now on Eastern Main Road, San Juan, Tunapuna.
2 locations at Trin City Mall, ground level and first level. We're also open on Sundays from 8 a.m. Check us on Facebook for up-to-date info and promotions. Also, message us for a quick response.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in
The time is 7 a.m. This time check is sponsored by Nescafe, ready to drink. It just hits different.
And the playlist right, it hits different. Can you feel that shift? Nescafe, ready to drink. On the road, we on the go. Just grab your crew and grab your brew. Hits different, it's different. Vanilla latte mocha, it's different. Nescafe, the party never over.
Nescafe, ready to drink.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamflo, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
use weapons, better we send them out. Better we get them away from us. Let me take the call. Yeah. It fixed now? Yeah, no problem. I'm not going on again. Thanks. Alright, yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Just a caller confirming to me that the station's still having tremendous difficulty. It's sounding like, I don't know, you know, with they say water in the line or something like that. Well, something going drastically wrong, so I'm obviously not continuing on the radio, right? But I still share a couple minutes with you all on Facebook. So it's just really important for us to understand those contexts, and don't get tied up in people business too much, right? It's important for us to know when we make an effort and a sacrifice, it has to be an effort and a sacrifice for the benefit of ourselves or for something that is right and noble. You know, I would stand up and I will protest and I will take whatever action that I can take within my power for people who are being oppressed and taken advantage of anywhere in the world. Because that is something noble and right to put yourself in harm's way for. But left, right, for someone who's sending me to take advantage of others, nah. I could draw an understanding and the commonality that if I allow people to take advantage of others who may not be militarily strong, you know, who are weak, etc., then I am waiting for my turn for them to take advantage of me. So I would stand up and speak out and fight when they are being taken advantage of, because I understand that philosophy that the sooner that we could step up and fight against advantage, as we always call it, right? You see somebody even in your community, you're bringing it down a scale, right? Taking advantage of others, a bully. You have some bullies in communities now. You see somebody taking advantage of others. At that point, you see them taking advantage of someone. When you intervene there in defense of that individual, you are actually defending yourself. Because after they done successfully take advantage of that person, guess who next? I mean, might be somebody else before you, but in time, as they grow, as they become more empowered in taking advantage, you next. You know, so it's really important that we understand all as a people when Nelson Mandela, you know, and when the sentiments are echoed by other leaders, Malcolm X, others, when they say that oppression anywhere is oppression everywhere, right? Because it has to be totally pushed out. It has to be continually fought against wherever it raises its ugly head, or else it becomes stronger and stronger. Right? We have to be aware where our interests lie and who are our friends even in the world. We have to understand what is going on with global politics, and we have to understand what BRICS stand for. And I don't mean literally the countries that make up the group, but what it stands for. it stands for people of the South, you know, populous countries that were not so considered in the status quo of power and strength, developing themselves and becoming stronger and becoming more independent and resilient and claiming their strength and their stage. Realizing their own sovereign strength, fighting off the residual chains that exist. But chains are there for two purposes, right? To keep you in place. To keep you in place and force you, well, the process is to force you to work for them. So chains may not be so literal again, but they absolutely exist. And we see, you know, that rise of other groups, of other countries in the world. You know, the BRICS grouping accounting for 35% of the world's GDP, you know, and America and the G7 now just accounting for 28 or 28% of the world's GDP. You see that change, that rise of people, that shaking off of power that was traditional and attained by military might. You see other countries around the world preparing themselves and strengthening themselves also militarily, you know, so that they can protect themselves and being able to successfully fight off and progress militarily in places like Ukraine, while all of Europe and America is funding, supplying, doing other things to ensure that they lose. It's an interesting world that we live in. So we have to pay attention. It is a world that we live in where we can learn lessons as well, where we can look towards China and understand that productivity is one of your greatest weapons. Your ability to produce, your ability to take care of yourself, right? I know we speak about it all the time in Trinidad and Tobago, self-sufficiency. And that absolute importance of us being able to take care of ourselves. And we are unique and fortunate in the sense that we have all of the tools and the implements. We are even more than we need, just naturally occurring out of this Twin Island Republic. Geographically situated in such a wonderful space, climate, where we have that rainfall and arable land. We are born on a rock that nothing could grow on. Natural deposits of oil, gas, asphalt, etc. Right? So we have to understand and realize the importance of self-sufficiency to the greatest degree that we are able to do so. We have to understand the importance of productivity, and that we can't just be wasting our lives doing nothing productive. Yes, 100% Trinbagonian, right? Work hard, play hard. But it can't be work hardly, play hard. Sit down. It's supposed to be foreign to a human being, to I always say a man especially. The problem is not so endemic with our females in Trinidad and Tobago. I feel like they are more assertive and up and around, right? The proliferation of marijuana as well certainly has a effect on the productivity as well. But for us as men to be sitting down, just time passing us without producing, it really demotivates, demoralizes. It puts you in a frame, you know, you're reduced to less than you are supposed to be. That pride of production, productivity, of provision is stripped. So it is absolutely important as well for us to be able to put our people to work, to empower that human being with opportunities to provide and to produce. That's critical even for that human being. It is critical for pride, for self-respect, for self-love, for health, for just health and well-being, for mental stability. You know, so we have some absolute challenges to continue to face. And then obviously we have these external challenges that are taking place in the world today. So just ensure that you educate your mind and you are aware. Let me see if I could read the comment. Alright. Well, I could read the comment. A long watch, boy, you give me a long one day, Reddington. And I have to be careful. I don't want you to put me in trouble with them certain statements. Alright, so blessings to everybody. I get a day off. No fault of mine. Alright, hopefully we'll be able to sort out the little technical difficulties on the station. I'm sure. And we'll be back tomorrow, God willing. So pay attention, right? Pay attention to what is going on in the environment around you. Be productive. Be intelligent as well in the preparation of your life. Be intelligent as well in making even your home, you know, resilient. In case, be wise in the choices that you make. You know, I'm speaking to the wider world. I'm sure there's so many people on Facebook who may be in other countries as well, who have family, friends who, one way or the next, you know, maybe in the unfortunate circumstance of serving, right? It's not easy, right? So blessings to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Love, have a blessed Wednesday, right? And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.